before we, for today. I think that's loud enough. There's that. A little bit of chill music. Get this prepared for later. So what we have today is a tournament based on a bunch of units that I have created. Again, but they're for like a series that I have also kind of created. So I think I have a video up on my channel where I go over them, but this is like an anime fantasy series thing called Saving Our Country. Demons, humanoids trapped in no dimension come back to try and take over the surface. Bunch of humans with superpowers called gifts try and stop them. But anyway, we have Lila Sauron versus the base demon. This is another thing for best of the best. Just might as well get all this stuff recorded. Did I increase my graphic? Oh, we're also on a map that I have created. Lila Sauron is a warrior of light. He's got lightning, like just normal light, and speed. The base demons are all like, basic, and they just have fireballs, bit of health. Meant to work in groups here. It's close. Good little Shogun Katana hit. That's her weapon. Finish things off, but we do need a second. This is like a training field. Going over to the incredibly large table. I didn't actually. I don't think I've ever sat down here and realized how big the props I used are. That's two more demons caught with one of the Hurricane Slash. No, wait. I just called the Alive Motion, did it? Because that's really what it is. I think it's Hurricane Slash, because the one that sends a tornado is called the Tornado Strike. It's close again. She barely ekes out a win there. We got some intense matches here. This is also, I think, this is round 5, because there's some in... Actually, I think I have one in, like, a draft. Maybe? Let me check here. Yeah, I have. It's in draft. It's in like just file. This is this. Gonna do that. Yeah, what's this one? That started up. Gotta here. All right, cool. We're good then. Sven versus Goddess Space versus Devin, the main character of the series. Dude, I gave him the Dark Peasant attack. That's kind of nuts. It's been so long since I've used any of these, I forgot what I've given them. Do not see this going well, and you know, that kind of makes sense. Because, you know, 10 Space Gods should definitely be able to take down, like, Demon Prince. What's up next? The Wall versus Fire Lord Ed. Hello, HB Disco. Welcome to the chat. Teleport in, get a bunch of... get, like, burned at the stake, essentially. Dude, they're taking a lot of damage. Oh, that's walls. Those walls are taking so much damage. It makes sense. Fire's pretty good in this game. I should do like a wheel thing like that, like fire versus ice units or something. I think that would be pretty cool. Either way, Fire Lord N is obviously gonna take it. Old one in the Brute. Two of the oldest units present in the Brute versus Obsessed. This one might get really laggy. Not only because of all those wings spazzing out, but because Obsessed has self-copy. And self-copy is dumb. She's allowed to get away with it, though, because she has, like, no health. Like that. You know, Brute Man takes that game. And we'll see how he does in the second. There's so many moving objects. Hold on a minute. Is motion blur even on? Motion blur is off. What's happening? What is this? What the hell? Oh my god, that's so many upset. Oh my god. Ah! Ah! Can I, like, look away? Nope. Okay. That's 1-1 now. I think the Brute does one-shot them if he manages to connect with a punch, though. Dude, they took it. Like, they took him down this time. Is there one stuck under the map? Yeah, I think there's a couple underneath that might have been sent underneath the map. They lose, though, so that's going to be a 2-1 victory for the Brute. God, there's so much I have to do here. The Keeper versus Dracula. All these, like, the people are, like, big name demons in the verse. As for Dracula, he is Shadows. He uses darkness and shadows, and is somewhat of like a hero hunter personality and type association job. And he's gonna take it very handily. The Keeper represents selfishness in the demons. I'm pretty sure this is for unless he can get those like off. We have the mage who does a bunch of magic and sorcery versus Marissa Atlantis, the Mermaid Queen. She, of course, uses water as her attacks. And let you know, sirens make people fall in love and everything. Might pull this out because, I mean, they have a really hard time getting their arms in position. She might throw him off the map at this point. I don't think she will, but it's a possibility. There's the second lightning strike. And that's 1-0 for the mage. Match number 2. Like, he is only 1 unit. So, like, it's a 3v1, and they have a weapon that completely immobilizes. Also, that shield got stuck, like, standing straight up. I don't think that's how shields. He needs to dodge enough to re-lock onto them with the lightning. Because if he doesn't get far enough away from that, I mean, well, looks like he's gonna walk himself into a corner. Oh, did he relock or no? He did relock. Oh, that's so it's so over. Took him down halfway. Unless he only locked onto that one. Yeah, he did only lock onto one of them. That's a missed shot. It's not missed. He takes the second one. I think I might have screwed it over a bit there. But like he had half of his health left. Only deuce. It's about 3, right? Ivan versus the appealing, who is another like succubus type. Are they being pushed back by invisible frost breath right now? That might be the case. Oh, and they're being completely frozen by these ice. If that's the case, then they were never gonna win. I wonder why it's not showing up. I mean, it's not like they're gonna be able to take that match. That is a 2-1 dub for Ivan. What is our next one? That's gonna be an issue to make. The artist versus V. I do not remember what the artist did. It had something to do with like creativity. But V is, oh, they got a dark peasant. Okay, that's not fair. But V is like the general of the resistance, the person who taught all the characters how to fight. They got a sensei this time. That's bit OP with Artemis as well, but you know it's perfectly legal. V manages to take game 2. Or game 1 technically, because Dark Peasant and or Super Peasant means the match is null and void. I just like seeing present units go to work. V won already, but like, well, is the artist able to take any of these matches? Like, they're so fast. They are so fast. Oh, that's a tank, and I think it's already dead. Yeah, the tank's already down. I see Blackbeard. Sacred Elephant is down. Now it's just Blackbeard left. And he just got warped. Oh my god. V is really simple. I really underrate simple units in my tournaments. Huh. Oh, Shogun, Chronomancer, pretty good picks. Actually, there's 2 Chronomancers. One of them is already transformed, and the other one just did. 2 Chronomancers and a Shogun still couldn't take it. The Cloud versus Sheila. That one's gone. Oh, and that one too. I think the Cloud just has like wind and stuff. Sheila's got super strong kicks that also explode. The Cloud takes game 1. It's a little bit of a chaotic match here. Not gonna lie. Oh, dude, those Banshee Screams are ruining Sheila right now. They take game 2, but I mean, it was way closer to game 1. We got game 3 now. Dude, that was such a fluid kick. think only one of them is left. How'd that one die? Oh, no, it's a 1v1. That, like, I don't think that could have gotten much closer, not gonna lie. But the Cloud manages to eke out a 2-1 dub. We can do a 1v1 here. Between Iris Harmonia, the Nature Queen, and Tinsaverse, Goddess of Time. Oh, dude, did I give her like 5 Chronomancer dolls? Did she just like have an infinite time stun? Which would make sense, but like, you know, Tinsaverse gets an easy 2 double. We got another 1v1 between the Bolt and the Overseer. The Speed Demon versus the Strategy Demon. That's so much fire. Oh my god, Bolt got pinned down there. Yeah, that is an Overseer build. This doesn't sound like it should be fair. We have Anethia Runner, the Airhead, versus a Bill Gampin, the Electricity Man. Oh, dude, that Infernal Whip is nuts. That like did half of Bill's HP just by itself. Yeah, oh my god, dude. The Infernal Whip is a great weapon. That is allowing Anethia to take a very clear 2-0 dub. And that is round 5. I hope I can get through a few rounds at least. The Appealing versus the Artist begin. Didn't even get a chance to throw the present yet. It's just the Void Monarch dodge. And it's winning. Can we get him to throw the presents? I don't think I can get him to throw the presents. I mean, he still gets it up there. Well, Anethia took down 1 of the Lightning Boys. We'll see if she can take down both of them. She's up against the Bolt this time. She's really good at keeping units away from her. What a dodge of the Lightning. Staying out of his melee range so that the only thing he can hit her with is the Thor Lightning. There's one. He tries to... She dashed right into the hammer. This is why she's an airhead. This is why she kinda dumb. Sending him away again. I mean... Oh, jeez. That was such a big hit. More. Okay, Thor Lightning then takes the second. That is going to be a 2-0 dub for the Bolts. Could have easily been a 2-1 or 2-0 in Anethia's favor. Next up, Tinsaverse versus the Overseer. He might have a good chance with all that fire. Like, a second Firestorm, yeah. And dude, she just, yeah, think she has like a near permanent fire stun, or time stun. Is going to be a pretty convincing Overseer win. Next up is Sheila versus Iris. I do really need to make the fire breath units have fire wave. Fire wave's just, it's worse, but it makes for more interesting battles. Sheila takes it over Iris. Next up is going to be a V versus the Cloud. They have to dive down in order to get hit. If they just keep up in the air, V can't actually hit them. Like that. And even still, they can probably tank a hit. Very, very convincing dub for the Cloud. Bill versus the Keeper. Oh, he got two of them. He got two of them with a Thorlight with lightning strike, like the lightning bolt throw. It didn't happen the second time though. That is a Keeper dub. Next up, Ivan versus Ressa. I don't think they're gonna like get enough of a long enough break in order to get anything really accomplished here. But I'll let it run and see if they do. Gives me a chance to get some of my 9 o'clock gaming done. No, the ice arena isn't enough to stop any of the all the arrows from coming through. Very, very easy. Where's it up? 201 as well. I don't feel like this will go well for them. This is the base demon versus the mage. We'll see if they have what it takes, though. 7 of them. They do have what it takes. 7 base demons with, fire. You have what it takes to take down 2 mages. They just rain down fire. Can't really do much against them. Most of them, like all of his abilities are locked to the ground. I also don't see this going well for Lila here. A 5v1 against the Obsessed. And you know that 5v1 is going to turn into like 50v1. Unless they all get caught here, like that. Well, that was really smooth. Dude, she surrounds herself in the Solar Maelstrom? That was really convincing. I did not really have faith in that going that way. This is a big name match. Firelord N versus the Brutes. Especially with 2 of them, it could go either way. Both have such high damage outputs. And both are really tanky. And also cannot forget about the enrage aspect of the Brute. Firelord N is down to half health. I think 1 Brute here is down to half health. Just, there you go, buddy. It's a 2v1, not a 1v1. Jumps in, punches him in the back. Another enrage. Almost. They're so close. He might teleport high in the air and just take fall damage to die. Oh, they managed to catch him with another one. Game 1 goes to the Brute. Where'd one of them go? Okay, he's over there. I was gonna say, was he like launched off the map or something? Because I mean, if he was, that would be really unfortunate. I think Brute was the strongest one when I did this the first time. Well, like, that was like 2 years ago by this point, I think. What a punch. Just jumping right in. And the Brute takes a 2-0 dub over N. Alright, there we go, we're good. Another big match here. His dad was able to do it, but will Devin be able to do it as well? Devin versus the Wall. It's definitely a lot of a longer match. Although the Hurricane Slashes are gonna make this really one-sided. Wall doesn't stand a chance. He's just a tanky boy. With Hurricane Slash involved, he's got no shot. Unless the Devons, jump through the map like that. One of them did. That's a miss. It doesn't matter though. He's dead anyway. Devon's gonna take that dub. Ooh, big 1v1 here in Sven versus Drak. I don't think Drak stands a chance, but he might. Especially with the ability to just, teleport on top of the dude, top of the god of space, and the ability to deflect his most damaging attack. The constant DPS of and if he actually manages to land one. That was rough. That was a rough hit. That does so much damage. Why is it only making cost 7,000? But Sven is going to take that dub, and I think I need to really increase his price. The Artist versus Marissa. Oh, he got one down. He got both down. Oh, that's a shield bearer and just one of the bank robbers from Wild West. Well, he kicks and stuff? They gave him Taekwondo kick and Void Monarch dodge. That's good. Artist takes game one. What we got? Oh, Valkyrie, that's dead, and a Sacred Elephant. That spear did some damage. Marissa does not have a lot of health at all. The Artist will take that dub. We've got more big name matches here. Like big 1v1s here. The Wall versus Dracula Sodan. Dodge, okay, make him run away. And the Wall's on the good side for that. If he were on the other side, he'd be pushed towards the, running off the map. Instead, he's just getting pushed towards the monuments, housing barracks, bunch of benches, and scenery changes. I think he has Minotaur grab. I don't think there's a world where the Wall drifts. It just doesn't have the damage output necessary for this. Right through him, too. Yeah, it's definitely a Dracula. Again, his dad couldn't do it, but maybe he can. The Brute versus Devin. Okay, move a bit faster, you guys. Oh, he does have Hurricane Slash, and that's something his dad does. Oh my god, they've landed 2 hits on him. It's gonna be a lot of damage there. Just kind of need to do that like 6 times, though. Not a good start, but you know, they can definitely pull through if they miss enough times. With that, they both missed their first attack. Oh, dude, they sandwiched him right there. Got 2 hits in. The Brute cleaning house here, like that. Now, what's the closest to, like, a 10,000 number I can get? That might be it. Lila versus Firelord Egg. It's expensive units. Like, all these units are really expensive. That's a lot of light. Like, a lot of light. And she also has Hurricane Slash, which is gonna do a number on Firelord Egg. It's one of the most dangerous abilities you can come up against here. So how's it looking? A few Lilas are down, probably actually a lot. Some of them are still really high. All of the Firelord ends are getting pretty low by this point. And I think a lot has gone off the map. Or, like, do you, like, sink into the map after a while? Don't think they do, so, like, a lot of things must have fallen through the map or just gotten launched off. A 1v1 behind the table. It's like 1 hit away. Like, no health left. That's game 1 to Lila. What's happening under the clouds here? How's it looking? Some of them, like, all of them are under half health right now. Like, every single Firelord end is under half health. I think a few Lilas have gone down, and none of the Firelords have yet. That's a good Hurricane Slash. That took out 2 of them by itself. Then we have a fight behind the statue, and another Lila victory. Meaning it is a 2-0 dub in her favor. Okay. We've got the Mage versus the Obsessed. What did they do to him? What did they do to him? Where okay. Okay. I see. I see. You're gonna have to tell me twice to tell me that that is an Obsessed victory. Ivan versus the base demon. Now 3v1, this wouldn't be a challenge in the actual verse, but you know, this is tabs, not the verse. One of them's already been frozen. Oh, dude, but he just kind of stands there and takes the fire. Well, see, because they got really frozen fast. And the thing was but ice breath. Oh, none of them got frozen with that one. Why does the ice breath run out? But the fire breath just get. Why does fire breath just get to be finished? That doesn't make any sense. Base demon does get the dub there, though. No shot this goes any other way. And the keeper versus Sven. Actually, if they come in 3 waves, he'll kill himself with the Dark Peasant throw. That's not gonna happen. Sven gets that dub. Next up, the Cloud versus Yup. Oh, they all died from that. 5 Banshee screams at once. That does a lot of damage. They get the dub though. Let's see if they can do it a second time. Bad Pharaoh kneels there. Though there are a couple of heathens left. Not many though. That is another Cloud victory. Iris versus V. Do not see this going very well for Iris, but it might. She has some pretty decent melee weapons. She's really frail. That was a rough one. Stuff is the Overseer versus Sheila. Oh, and that is one kick, and that is like all of his health gone. I don't know why she's having such a hard time hitting him with her fire breath compared to him. It's really weird. Well, the Overseer does get both dubs. Nethia versus Tint. Oh, that's a two-shot. Yeah, I might. I'll probably have to nerf Tinza and maybe Sven as well. Eventually. The Thunder Boys meet and have a match. Bill versus the Bolt. He get full damage? I mean, the Bolt has way more HP than he does. Bill does. Bill can't exactly out Thor Lightning the Bolt here. They just traded Thor Lightning until one of them dies. That one was Bill though. Not looking forward to this one at all. That's way too many. Obsessed versus Ivan. If they just cover themselves in the ice storm though, it won't reach a point where it gets to be too much. Like that. Ooh, good, great. No, no. The game's gonna lag out if like this goes on for long. So these need to be fast victories. We got 2 fast victories there. Don't even approach, just freeze her outside the arena. Yeah, like that. That's a 2-1 Ivan victory there. Shinza versus Bill begin. Nope, he doesn't. I was gonna say he might stand a chance with Thor Lightning, which will outrange the Chronomancer dial. But he really doesn't stand a chance. He just doesn't have the health necessary to stand a chance against someone like Tinza. Sheila versus Anethia. No. Oh, Saboteur. This is not Fortnite. Wrong game. Welcome to the stream, though. I don't play. I don't. Like Sheila does take the first up, though. Dragon Kick is such a strong ability. Yeah, that's just called a bot match. Oh wait, no, that's two wins for Sheila. That's the match. V versus the Overseer. Both the strategic masterminds are meeting for the first time here. Oh, that's the 1v2. Oh, he's not gonna be able to get to them. And that's one win for the Overseer. And that is 2 wins. Kinda. You can either find me on r/original character or r/original character DB every Friday, where I make a post asking for units. Or, I mean, you can write it, and I'll see it later in the VODs. And then if I actually do decide to start doing, like, just a bunch of viewer creations or community creations, I'll be able to see it and do it. Appealing versus Iris. But yes, you are fully able to type out the unit that you have, the name of it. I will see it, but there's no real guarantee, though. Yeah, you can tell me your faction name. Again, I'll see it, but there's no guarantee I'll use it. Yet. Anyway, this is a very easy, appealing dub. Let's see here. It's over. We don't have to just watch it end. Ursa versus the Cloud begin. I probably also need the name that you go under in case the faction has like a very used word in it or something. Flag version. There is no guarantee though that I'll use it. Anyway, that is a Cloud dub. Not Cloud from Final Fantasy. Cloud from SoC. From SoC. No, like are you on console or on Steam? Base Demon versus the Artist. Then I'm not sure if I can even use it, but I'll see. Summons what, a witch and then one of the tank drivers, and then he just kills them himself. I'll see it then. Game 2. Oh, that was really fast. What the heck happened there? Solar Architect and Pirate Queen. Pirate Queen's an interesting one. Because, I mean, by all accounts, she should not be able to hit them, but, I mean, they're gonna dive down onto her. And then she can actually hit them. Or, you know, the artist can just solo them. Yeah, Just like that. Plain and simple. First gets a 2-1 dub. Bomb spin? Yeah. I do not remember where I rated that in my tier list. What do we got here? I think... Yeah, it is the Bolt versus the Keeper. Begin. I gave him self-copy too? Well, that's probably why he doesn't have any health. Yeah, that tabs. There's like there were only like 2 viewers of tabs when I started this stream like an hour ago. It's got a very dedicated small. It's 1-1 now. Again, he caught one with floor lightning. Now there's like 5 on top of him though. That was so lucky. If that one more bite took place, he would be dead. But he's gonna squeeze that 2-1 victory though. Oh, Jesus. Fire Lord N versus the Mage. Begin. Like, yes, Mage might have all this magic, but, like, there's a reason he's not the Demon Lord. Shh. I don't think I really make super flashy units. Although there are probably some that would beg to disagree. Something like Evil Smith would probably disagree that he's not flashy. Or like a showstopper or anything. It's a very convincing lead on them. I'm not going to do a second match there. Oh, and then we get it even worse here. Oh, trust me, I know a thing or two about units that seemed fair but weren't, and units that seemed unfair but were. I have a minigun that shoots ballista bolts as a unit. What are you waiting for? Okay, there you go. Unleashing the solar maelstroms and lightning storms. Go ahead. It's like the same thing. Dude, Hurricane Slash, they both have it. So, like, you know, theoretically, this should be pretty good. Yeah, most range in the game, most damaging projectile in the game. Actually, you think Dark Peasant's throw is more damaging, but you're never going to be able to afford a Dark Peasant in the campaigns. So it's like, it is the highest DPS in the game. I'm pretty sure, actually, I don't know ranges. But it used the Hwacha had the second highest range when I was like actually doing testing for that shit. Anyway, well, I was gonna get a dub there. More Hurricane Slashes means more powerful, more power. Go on. Oh, that's pretty good. Wait, which one is this going against? Oh, Dracula. The same thing for the Super Peasant. I still don't think I have any unit made that actually beats either of them, because I don't want to do that. I don't want to have these two units. I want to keep Dark Peasant and Super Peasant as like my created unit killers. Are they gonna do it? Where's this? The second one's all the way over. The third one's all the way over there. You see, that's what I hate about going online and doing created shit. Because it's not fun, it's not good, it's boring to just see like the same units over and over again. The same type of unit over and over again. Which just, oh, this one-shots everything in the game, has 1 billion health and can't die. Yeah, it's great, that's fun. I'll use that for like a minute, and then all the joke has run its course. Goes against my entire philosophy. Do not care. I'm probably not gonna give it any looks now. No, that's a brute dub. There's there's no world where the wall gets a dub here. I don't even think it's gonna be close in the slightest. Yeah, you do smell wobble, Necro. How are your factions going, by the way? I smell cap, but we'll see. That's not fair in the other direction. It should be 3, and then 3v5. Okay. Oh, whenever this tournament gets finished up, I'll go ahead, download those, and do round robins based on those. Do like the synchronized scoot back. That is funny. That's a very convincing overseas dub. I need to do like another just a base game tournament. I need to again. What the hell would I do with this? 5x7? No. No, that would be like, that's supposed to be like 10, right? We got 7 Svens here. Brute versus Sven. Compared to what? Because depending on the data set, they're all either they can all be considered underpowered, overpowered, or a mix of all three. But you know, I need the data set to consider. Like against the base game, yeah, they're totally like as a whole, collectively, on average, stronger than like all base game units. But that's just kind of the nature of creating units. As for, like, my created units, I don't do god units, so compared to, like, things that one-shot thing, other, like, all units, they're really underpowered. But, like, I don't like making units like that. Like, I had, first off, God, Brute's probably gonna win the tournament then, if he can take down Sven. OP units are fun for, like, a minute or two, and then, like, them one-shotting everything just kinda runs its course unless they do it in a really fun way. But, like, we'll take a small little deviation here. Where is my joke faction? There it is. But, like, these are units that are OP. These are, like, my like, really OP units. And they're in the jokes faction for, like, a reason. Because they aren't serious. They can't be used in, like, serious play. I mean, for one, how do I use that guy in serious play? He's like 10, I think he's at 1,000 times the speed of a normal unit. And he just doesn't really want to work. Or, like, how am I supposed to use this dude in a normal battle? Like, this is a max-sized unit. How am I supposed to work this into a battle? Like, yes, it is really funny to just see him spaz out. But, like, I've seen him spaz out so many times that it's that unit has run its course. Or something like this, a minigun that shoots ballista bolts instead. I've used this unit so many times that joke has also run its course on me. Sensei Ion Strike is pretty funny though. Because, I mean, you get frozen, you get stabbed by the Legacy Dark Peasant stab, and then he just spazzes out with that. But yeah, most of my units are fair and balanced, at least in comparison to all of my other units. Against the base game, it's not very fair. But that's why I use these tournaments just alone. Why did I... Which is... a bit of a sibling fight here. Lila versus Dracula. God, I'm not... your units aren't gonna be included in my tournament series. Just saying. If you want a tournament run, like, you know, if you want a tournament run, it's based on your faction and your character and your units. So a couple of the Lilas are getting down on health, but it's not really all that much considering, you know, Hurricane Slash does way more damage. Especially when you have, like, you know, 14 of them going. Dude, like, my like, true, like, kind of swarm units, either don't do good, or, they are really OP and they're called Riot Police. Currently, the current winner, like the the unit that has won the most and is like ranked number one is the Eva Ultimate. Has like all the abilities of the evil faction and like the two best weapons of the evil faction. Still hate the name evil. But yeah, he's currently got like the highest ALO rating on the bracket by like, I think 50? I do not remember actually. I can check. Hey. Compared to mine? I don't. He sounds alright for compared to like base game. Maybe a bit under, considering four-shotting Clubber, and he only costs 20 less. So it's not like he really outnumbers a Clubber or anything like that. Oh, 4 clips. Oh, it's gun. Oh, it has a gun. Then like what? How? You then have to consider his matchup against range units. So like Archer, for instance, because I mean Archer's gonna hit his shot. What else does he have? 100 hit points. I don't actually know off the top of my head how much damage just a normal Archer shot does. I mean, I could look it up, but because I mean, Archer is the baseline for ranged, and Archer is a good unit. Like, don't get it twisted. When I think Archer is like third, I think in like my base game player ranking system. So, I mean, if he's outranged by an Archer, can't really. It could be like a 3v1 technically. We'll put it this way: if he can 3v1 an Archer and win, then it's kind of middle because I mean that's evens itself out. If he can't 3v1 an Archer and win, then he's kind of underpowered. And as per my units, that's really bad. That is so bad. Like using my units as data set because I have so many units that are focused on like 1v1s or like small groups versus like a tiny group versus a tiny group. Like the maximum amount of units that I think I've ever had on stream at once during a tournament is like 30. So like, that's a bit better for especially for like a cheap melee unit. I mean, your price point there is going to be comparing it to the Squire, which is again, the Squire is actually kind of a good unit. Like I think the Squire is like higher rated in like my base game player ranking than you'd expect it to be. I'm not doing a second match. Screw that. Devin gets the win there. I can load that up while we wait. And while the next match takes place. But this is a big tournament. I'm not gonna stream the whole thing. I'm not even gonna get close to streaming the whole thing. I've actually got a part 1 for this tournament already recorded, and it will be up on YouTube at some point, but this is like 50% bigger than the OC tournament that we did a while back. Created units, Steam tabs, 15. Oh, it will. Trust me, it will. But that's why I'm not doing the whole thing. And not even gonna get close to doing the whole thing. I've got a watch party later to get to. That kinda just sounds like a less effective peasant. Because the whole thing with that is, like, peasant really cheap. But you can outnumber your opponent, or, just maybe cause a distraction. Who knows? But, like, if that peasant is not... But, like, making it more expensive doesn't really do much. Oh, hello there, Ice Giant. And goodbye, Ice Giant. Self-copy is so freaking busted, dude. 2 Sacred Elephants? Was that a quick draw? Pirate Queen with a tiny head? A witch, looks like? If it can actually outperform Peasant in there... Yeah, its self-copy is the only ability that I have, like, a clause against in the tournament series. Self-copy cannot be on, like, any ranged unit, nor can it be on any unit that has, like, a good amount of HP. Like, the Obsessed and the Keeper, both units here have self-copy, but I think they only have, like, 500 HP. The Cloud versus Base Demon. No, the Monkey King is the Monkey King's self-copy ability is attached to his staff. And what makes it much better is that the copies of the Monkey King can't copy themselves. Meanwhile, when you give self-copy to a unit, the copies of a unit can copy themselves, and you just create this endless loop of units being copied. And so, like, one Monkey King can turn into, like, 3. One unit with self-copy can turn into, like, 50. So I think Base Team will want that. That too, the Monkey King does not have, like, a great amount of HP. It's also pretty expensive. But, like, the thing is, Monkey King has to hit the opponent. And also, his clones can't clone themselves. Which is, what really makes self-copy OP. Honestly, if the clones couldn't clone themselves, I don't think self-copy would be banned. Like, I want to say that self-copy is stronger than Enrage in its prime. Because I never had to ban Enrage, even when Enrage was in its prime and really OP. But I did have to ban self-copy. Ice arrows, that would probably be good, and that's probably fairly good, middle, maybe above average. I mean, I can always just test your units against the entire base game, if you really want me to. The Cloud gets a 2-1 dub, but that'll probably be, middle, maybe above average compared to base game. Compared to my units, though, Ice just doesn't do well. Because currently, all of my units are pretty damn tanky. Dude, I have nothing better to do. If I find the time, if I can find the time to do a 24 round 24 round robin tournaments, I can do one unit versus like the entire base game. If I have the time to input 550 tournaments into different leagues, I have the time to do one unit versus uh, the base game. What is this? The Keeper versus... Oh, Jesus Christ. The Keeper versus the Wall. This is not gonna be fun. I'm not running the second match. We're just gonna go ahead and give that to Keeper. Hey. Like, the base HP for my units are like 2,000. Like, that's the average I give them. Why bother? One, that does nothing. Two, that's just gonna make me really annoyed throughout the entire thing, because, I mean, I like to make things, have even costs. That's how I do all my tournaments. Well, actually, according to my research, the Ballista is the best unit in the game. I need to do another turn-based game tournament. This was that, and that was pretty close. Well, actually, according to all of my tournaments, of which, how many did I think it's 59. I think I've input 59 tournaments for the base game. According to my tournaments, the Ballista reigns supreme. Anyway. God, that Nithya is so low. We'll probably get round 10 done, and then maybe, I think, call it for today. I'm gonna try and do, like, tabs on Sundays, or, I mean, on Tuesdays or Thursdays, depending on my schedule. Well, unfortunately for you, my base game tournaments are one unit versus one unit, equal price. I can't really, do duos or trios and continue doing like duo matches. Like, if I were to do a duos tournament, it would be like a once off. Anyway, the Bolt versus Tinsa. The Void Monarch is really cool. That's a good favorite. That is a good favorite to choose. I personally like the Reaper more, but like the Void Monarch is still really cool. By far, like one of the coolest units they've added. That's it. That's a team. Let me see here. Let me see. Because I don't think any of those units are high ranked uh in like the unit tournaments I've done. They aren't. None of those 5 are currently in the top 20 for the yeah. Show you guys that when we're closer to the end here. So these are tournaments. These aren't just done for, like entertainment value. I mean, sure, there's entertainment value to be had here. But I have leads on a bracket, BRAACKET, where, units get ranked in a system based on, how well they did in those tournaments. And according to the 59 tournaments, this is wrong according to my tournament series. There's some overlap, though. The tournament series based on, armies consisting of one unit. Some clauses in place to, stop certain units from completely running away with victory after victory. I'm sure if I included more clauses directed towards more of the top units in that series, we get some different results here. When was the last time I did a tournament for this? It's been a while, and I need to do another one. The last one I did was 3 years ago. Alright. That was a 658 match tournament, so, yeah, I think that was, probably indicative. But I should do another one. Should do another, like, full double elimination tournament sometime soon. Sheila versus the Bolt. Hello, Magister. Oh, Jesus. Magister Militum of the West. How are you doing? That is very convincing Bolt victory, though. Actually, it might not be. If Sheila gets a kickoff, he might be screwed. She missed. Necro, send me a DM on Discord of, like, all the names of factions you made. And, I mean, well, I'll see what my next plan is gonna be. Between continuing, this and doing something else, like, with the community. Because I think I will have to remove some of my factions. Skeleness. I can send you a DM, actually. Hold on here, just to remind you. That's a V victory, by the way. That's a V for victory. Anyway, let me see here. There you go. And that is, like I said, a very easy V victory. The appealing versus Anethia. Also, insects should definitely exist. Insects are pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. You ever seen like the insect tier list from Tier Zoo? That's a great video. Beetles are so sick, honestly. Well, take that up with evolution. Or God, whichever power you agree to. Okay, so you see here, the thing, one, mosquitoes exist. Two, spiders aren't bad. Mainly because, I mean, they keep the actually bad the actually bad insects in check. But, you know. Oh, dude, and especially as someone who gets hit by mosquitoes more often because of my blood, it sucks. Like if it's mosquito season, I have to stay inside. I can't touch grass because if I touch grass, I'll have like 50 mosquito bites afterwards. But no, if spiders didn't exist, your food would be like 5 times more expensive because of all the pest control they do for you, and they just do it for free. You don't have to pay spiders anything. But they'll still kill like hundreds of millions of bugs a year, saving like thousands of crops. Another appealing victory. Without insects, we need to find something else. Nature would need to find something else to make into the true bottom of the food chain. And also the decomposers of nature as well. They do not respect private property more. If you live in a place with ants, they just come into your house. Insects don't have a concept of private property, okay? We can't unless you like pee all over your area and mark getting your scent or something like. But that's weird. So don't do that. They're a hive mind. I'm pretty sure this is just gonna continue until the one overseer dies. But yeah, if insects didn't exist, I mean, we'd have to find a new bottom of the food chain. They really don't. They never have here. If you kill a few ants here, they just get worse. Maybe it's the type of ant we're facing up against, maybe it's our environment, but like nothing we have actually even worse than. They just come in, check out what happened, and then they're just like, oh well, for the queen. But as I was saying, like, insects almost universally act as, like, composters and disposal decomposers as well. So, like, they do a lot of stuff for nature. And I don't think ecosystems would heal if we can get. I mean, of course, ecosystems wouldn't work if we just all of a sudden removed all insects from life, but that is so true. They are very much so the swarm units of Earth. Unless you're a beetle. Pretty, like, there are a lot of insects that are solo builds, but, like, a lot of them are also, like, God, I got so off topic there, I don't even remember who won. A lot of them are also, like, the best insects are swarm builds. Yeah, duh. I forgot again. This is really bad. This is really embarrassing. Okay. Dude, like, there are animals with that have way more tank on them than bears. Elephants, hippo, rhino, walrus, to name a few. This is gonna be a huge RNG fest. Firelord N versus the artist. What do they get to summon? It's a samurai giant. That's pretty cool. I see a chronomancer in there. And I think that's all. I think there's two chronomancers, and I think that's kind of it. That's like everything that lived. Sharks are an ancient build. They need to modernize. They need to get up, and they need to keep up with the patch notes. And there is seriously something wrong though with this. I really need to do it again. So, like, if you look at my tournament series here, our best unit is the Ballista, which, yes, it probably takes advantage of the way the tournaments are formatted there. But I mean, it's been winning since, like, the start of the game. It's been winning tournaments that I run since the beginning of the game. Then you have the Vampire, the Tree Giant, Archer, Blackbeard, Samurai Giant, the Cannon, the King, Ice Giant, and Chronomancer to round out the top 10. It's also really good at one unit versus one unit armies. That's also it. Like, it really gets to benefit from basically its entire army being made up of it. And also, I think most of the time, units that I get, like, the units that counter Ballista, match up against units that, beat them. No, they do get to do AoE. Because they're in lines. It's like, marching against each other. I think that notion goes to the queens, but anyway. And then as for the bottom units in the league here, obviously the Bard and the Priest are the worst units in the game for these tournaments. Who would have guessed the two units that can attack are the worst in a tournament where it's based on one unit armies? Other than that, Teacher, Jester, Wheelbarrow, Shieldbearer, Ninja, Pharaoh, Shouter, Dynamite Thrower, Fanbearer, and Taekwondo are our bottom 10. He definitely could, but like I'd have to take control of them in order for that to happen. Unless I just have them run off the map. I mean, if that happens, the bar can be in any unit. But like hold on, let me see here. We're like the tree giant is an AoE unit. It's in third place. Blackbeard has an AoE ability. He's in fifth place. Samurai Giant, Cannon, King, Ice Giant, Chronomancer, they all have some amount of AoE. Let's see here. Where else? Uller is in 17th. The Thor is in 18th. Of course, this will all probably change after I do another tournament, but Doom, 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 doom. Like, Catapult is not doing well in the tournament, not because it's not great for him, but because the Catapult has, like, no HP. Ballista gets to benefit from just one-shotting pretty much every unit in the base game. These factions are currently not public, but I can definitely upload them into the public. Like, the Ballista does have, like, an amount of AoE effect. Especially when, you're in straight lines and everything. So it gets, like, take out 3 or 4 per shot. Which I could definitely turn into a clause that, like, we'll do a match where that doesn't happen. Like, we have them all walk in, like, one at a time, essentially. Like, in a very spread out row, so they don't get, one shot together. You can probably find one of these tournaments on my channel. I input the wrong scores for that, so I need to go back and quickly read that. But we can take a little deviation to figure out the answer to that. Clubber and Peasant and Squire. Now, which one's he gonna go for first? Oh, the Peasant's a bit faster, so that's what's gonna happen. We'll do a best of 3 here. The Peasant gets one shot, and I'm pretty sure the Squire and Clubber two-shot each other. So with the Peasant taking one hit, like, the Clubber man gets that first shot in. I'm pretty sure they two-shot each other. Let me remove the Peasant from the equation. It doesn't help you if you miss, Squire. Just get it hidden so I can see if you can one-shot this. I'm very certain you don't one-shot him, but oh, you do. That's good. So, the Clover's able to get that first shot off. Anyway, we gotta move on. Tinza versus the Keeper. Nope, not even close to being close. They didn't even really start attacking her at all. This is gonna be a really intense one towards the end. Numbers have like always been a winning strategy in this game. This is not fair in the slightest, though. This match is not fair. Unless I no, you didn't actually manage to block that, so that's a bit of a shame. Dude, Hurricane Slash is also such a good ability. Although that might just be because I have such high HP units, and so Hurricane Slash really gets to do work in my tournaments. Hello, Neon Knight. But I still think Hurricane Slash is a good ability regardless. I think I rated it in my top 10 abilities in the game. Like best abilities, strongest abilities. I don't think the ninja has a fast enough fire rate, which is insane to say about the ninja, because the ninja has a very fast fire rate. But like, he has a really low range. Also, this is gonna be close. This is way closer than I thought it would be. Just launching. Why not try it out? Kind of a little busy right now with this match. But yeah, we'll get to it. That's gonna be close to him being dead. Like, one more Hurricane Slash, and he is down and out. I don't think it's gonna happen, though. So close. No. Oh, that one? He missed, and he's out. He's done. We gotta do a game 2, though. You know, I should have probably given Bill or the Bolt the Tempest Lich staff instead of Lila. She should still have the staff, but it should shoot like a single Divine Arbiter orb. And that's how it works. Because that's way better for light. One Sven down. Oh, geez, they are really mad. Good Hurricane Slash, it almost kills those two, but like, you don't have enough. Okay, bye. Game 3. Well, you see, one archer is not gonna matter at all in the slightest in these matches. Perhaps in a base game, perhaps in a base game tournament, though, that would be better, but, you know, a single archer isn't gonna do much. Even if I gave Lila like a row of archers, it wouldn't really do much. And I can't even do that because it's currently 1-1. They both won a match, and so this match right here decides who wins the set. It's best of 3. It's closer than game 2, but not as close as game 1. So these two are about to die, and then it'll just be these 3. Oh, there's another Hurricane Slash going off. One of them dodged it, though, thanks to the bomb spin. So they're like 2 Hurricane Slashes away from losing the entire thing. See, if they can just deflect the Dark Peasant throw, that'll be good for them. I think that's 2 more down. He can overwhelm them with the sword throw. They don't have enough block to defend against the constant sword throw. But dude, they need to defend against the peasant throw. Oh. Because if that didn't happen, like, Sven was gonna get there. We got 1 match left here for the stream, and then I can, do that. There's, like, no realm that it works, though. For the wall versus the brute, I mean, these two are very similar. Both of them big boys, big, tanky, beefy boys. But, one of them has an Ice Giant Punch and Enrage, and the other one has Minotaur Grab. And can you guess which one's more expensive? No, I'm not crashing my stream or my computer. Yeah, they took that handily. So what was our match here that we were going to do with these? 50 of them. Okay, no. I'm not losing my recording or stream. And then Dynasty, it should be 3 versus 50, but here we go. We'll see. Yeah, he does not have the fire rate or range combo necessary to do that. Can the equalized cost save the ninja here, though? If we have 3 of them... No, that's so much easier. Can 2... Doesn't look like 2 can do it. Unless, no, 2 cannot do it. It's gotta be 3. See, the base game costs are actually so well done. The normal ninja doesn't have the fire rate necessary for this, but, I think the sensei does. Yeah. Either way, I gotta go over standings here in this tournament. For now. Let's see here. What can we do? What can we just do as like a Sure, why not? We'll just let that go, and then move on to our standings here. In last place, out of our 24 units, we currently have a tie between the Wall and Iris, both at a 0-10 record. Next, 0 wins, 10 loss. Next up, another tie between the Keeper and Bill, both at 2-8. The Mage and Ivan Iceborne tie at 3-7, and then holy crap, that is a 1, 5, 6, 7-way tie between Devin, the Base Demon, the Appealing, V, Anethia Runner, the Artist, and the Obsessed, all at 4-6. 11, 10, and 9 belong to another 3-way tie between Marissa, Dracula, and Sheila at 5-5. Next up in 8th place, Firelord N stands alone with a record of 7-3. Then, a 4-way tie for 4th place between the Brute, the Bolt, Sven, and the Cloud, all at an 8-2 record. Another tie between the Overseer and Tinza with net records of 9-1. And currently, Lila Suron stands alone at the top of the rankings with a 10-0 record. So with that being said, we are going to raid out to a Squirrel again. And with that being said, I thank you all for watching. I'll see you Thursday or next Tuesday, and as always, have a good day.